Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Welcome to my room. Well, as long as I'm here, I might as well talk to you guys. So, hey, it's NintendoCollector. Okay, I gotta lose that accent. Anyway, yes, it's NintendoCollector, and I'm here to wish you a happy holidays, happy Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I'm wishing you a happy one. Now, you might be thinking, is this all that's going to be, wishing us a happy Christmas, or holidays? I guess that's kind of cool, but not really. Actually, no. Today, I'm going to be reviewing a game. And what better game to review than a game that has nothing at all to do with happy holidays or Christmas? Well, today I'm reviewing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time, my favorite Ninja Turtles game in the Ninja Turtles franchise. Now, besides being a great movie, sometimes, and comic book and action figure series, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles also have a great library of video games. Now, the angry video game nerd might disagree with me on that one, but quite frankly, I don't care. So, anyway, you probably don't want to hear me talk, so let's get to the review and see what a great game it is. Wow, I just stumbled over my words a lot. But you know what? That doesn't matter. Alright, now finally I will get to the game review. Well, I can't really start out saying much at first because, to be honest, I have to show you the gameplay first. Then you can truly see what a great game it is. Well, there's really not that much of a storyline except for you get to choose what Ninja Turtle character you are. Well, that was actually said very wrong. There's a major storyline to this game. But you get to choose your Ninja Turtle, which is Michelangelo, the guy with the nunchucks, Donatello, my favorite, the guy with the bow staff, Leonardo, the guy with the sword, the leader that you see on the screen right now, and Raphael, the guy with the twin size. I think that's what they're called. So I'll just be showing you one player today. And I've noticed about my reviews in the past, technically aren't reviews, they're just me playing the game and showing you what to do. Well, this time I'm actually going to make it a review telling you why you should buy the game and why you shouldn't. Okay, so like I said, I'll be Donatello because he's my favorite character from the Ninja Turtle series. So what you're doing is, Shredder is the main villain, if you don't know, and he's sent all of his little minions out. They're trying to basically kill you or capture you, you know, whatever, just because he hates you. And and then as you go along, he sends you back in time to different stages in time. Today I'm probably not going to get to any major stage because it's going to be a short review. But anyway, well, it's basically like an arcade game. That's one reason I like it. The controls are so smooth you probably can't even comprehend them. And the best part about this game is it's two-player. Yes, I can't even count how many times I beat this game with a friend, so that's definitely one upside if you decide to play it. If you like playing two-player games with your friends, this is probably one of the most fun two-player games next to Smash Brothers or Mario Kart or something along those lines. Now, you have a few basic attacks. You have the Y button on the Super Nintendo controller, which is your basic attack. You have your B button, which helps you run and do a flip. Also, B helps you jump and do various attacks in the air. Your X button, which doesn't do anything, and neither does your A button. So basically, you're stuck with Y and B, just like it'd be in an arcade. Probably two buttons. Wow, I'm taking a long time to fight this area. Okay. Now, there are different things you can acquire to boost your health and power-ups and different things like that. The reason I said that is because, well, there's a pizza right there. Now, I'll eat the pizza, and you can see in the top left my health bar. It'll now go up to full. And the 02 next to it indicates how many lives you have. So, just in case you were wondering that. Now, there's really not that much of a point to the score, I guess, at the top, except for if you want to get a high score, or if you and your friend want to compete and see who can get a higher score. So, one thing I definitely do recommend if you do buy this game, a plus side, is that you have a lot of continues if you and your friend both seem to die, or just you and playing by yourself die while you're, you know, at a different stage or something. Now, a downside to the game is, if after you get the hang of it, to me, it's actually a pretty short game if you master it pretty well. So that's one downside. They probably could have made it longer, but if it's your first time playing and you're not the best at it yet, you're probably going to think this is a wicked long game and sweet the way they made it. So that's one plus and downside at the same time. But most of you are probably newcomers at this game. Because, well, you've probably heard about the NES versions more than you have for this, because they're all pretty much overrated, in my opinion. But anyway, this is probably the best Ninja Turtle game. Well, I've already said that. I tend to repeat myself a lot anyway. Oh well. Now, I haven't talked about the enemies yet. Now, there's a whole bunch of different people in the Foot Clan, which are those guys that look like they don't have any faces. They just have, like, those things on. And they're your main enemies you're going to face throughout the game. But there's a whole bunch of other ones that you would know if you've seen the movies or if you're a fan of the cartoon. So that's one plus side. Again, if you're a fan of the Ninja Turtles franchise in general, they try to keep it pretty much the same as like the enemies and bosses as far as that goes. I'm happy that they didn't just add in some random bosses that nobody's ever heard of. It makes it pretty realistic, like you're actually living in the comic book. Okay, but anyway, now we're approaching the first boss, which is Baxter, you might recognize. And he is the easiest boss, and you can see he has his health meter, which is the three red bars at the top. I just got one of them down. And you might be thinking 3 hits kills him, right? But no, those red bars indicate multiple hits that you have to kill him with. So there's just a quick piece of knowledge there. And the best strategy when fighting a boss is to corner them somewhere. That's a very good strategy in this game. And I'm almost dead, but hopefully I can beat it. Alright, now some more downsides about this game. Well, the downside is it's a lot like some other like arcade games you might play. It's really similar, but you know, everybody likes arcade games, so that's technically not a downside either. One more downside is that it's kind of hard playing it all the way through by yourself. Like, to be honest, I've never beaten it all the way through by myself. I've only beaten it all the way through with friends, such as Fat Noodle, as you might know. We've beat it a lot. Okay, and there's not really levels, there's different scenes. Like you can see now, there's scene 2, which is kind of weird that there's not levels. But another downside is that you're when you like enter a new level, you seem to like not get that many, like you don't get a break at the beginning, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Enemies come straight at you the minute you start, and you don't really get a break from fighting them. But if you're one of those people that likes a lot of action in the game, like non-stop button pressing, then this is probably the game for you. So basically all my negatives I'm trying to point out are really good things if you are into those type of things. To be quite honest, there's not that many negative sides in my opinion. I'm just trying to state ones that might affect other people. One positive side that I do recommend getting the game for is that when you do want to play with another friend, you actually get to... Wow, why is it not letting me move on? Okay, the friend can actually start in anytime at once. As you see in the top right, it says press start. So those are in a lot of other two-player games, but I'm just glad they included that feature because you might have invited a friend over and you playing it while you're waiting for them to get here, and they can just join in. So that's something I do like. Now, a negative side that this really is true, and I kind of don't like it. I bought the game when it kind of first... I didn't actually buy it. My cousins gave it to me because that's where I get a lot of my consoles, my old consoles, and a few games with them because they've all been passed down. Anyway, the prices aren't the cheapest. I'll just say that. If you're looking for the game, they're probably not that cheap because it's not one of those common games that you just see everywhere, you know. Just like, oh my gosh, another NFL or NHL game on the Super Nintendo, you know. Ones that you can pick up for $0.25 at a garage sale or something. This is one of the more uncommon ones, but if you do come across a cheap one that might not be in the best shape, I still recommend getting it anyway, just because of the gameplay. To be honest, my game isn't in the best shape, but I don't even... I'm probably not going to get another one because it's such a good game that the condition really doesn't matter in this one. I hate to say that being a collector, but it's true. Now, one more positive side about this is that almost every level you play has a boss, which is kind of cool, because I like boss fights. Those are one of my favorite parts of the game, because sometimes just playing through levels and levels of the same enemies over and over, like the Foot Clan, the enemies you've seen the whole game, can get kind of boring because it's like deja vu over and over again. But yeah, that's basically it for the pros and cons of this game. So now I'm just going to try to make it to the end of this level without them because it's hard for me to talk and play. But I really wanted to show you guys this game, and it's one that I've been wanting to show you guys for a while now. And I just can't stress enough how much fun you'll have with the game if you actually take a chance to buy it. May get a little pricey in some points wherever you live, but that doesn't stop it from being a great game. Alright, so anyway, this is
Alright,
NintendoCollector
hey guys, it's
wishing you happy
NintendoCollector,
holidays.
and I just wanted to thank you
I
for
will
watching
see
this
you later.
video, and make sure you comment telling me what you thought, rate it 5 stars, favorite it, and if you already haven't, subscribe. Sorry for being another long review, but as we all know, I talk way too much, so I'm going to shut up right now, and yeah.